Hello and welcome to my channel. This is Darcy's Misadventures with Mixed Media. Oops, there's stuff on my floor and I'm rolling over it. This is the video where I work on the thing that I should have been working on all month long because I'm going to my in-laws tomorrow and was planning to take this to my niece. So, I also need to be making cookies right now. But sometimes what I need is this kind of pressure. So we will find out if the pressure is good or not. Also, now that I have the flower fussy cuts, that's going to make this go easier and faster as well. At least I hope it is going to go faster because I have these. We'll see. I don't know. Oh, that's not this video. That's a future video. Future. Okay. So, the theme for my niece's journal is gardening, floral, botanical, all the things. And so, let's see. I want to leave some blank pages too. I don't want to cover up everything. So, is that a pocket or is that? Nope, that's a side pocket. So, we need something to go in that pocket. I have lots of bits that I can use. Let's see. A little. I also have some already. Just trying to figure out if I want to use. Oh, that would be pretty in there. If I want to use. What I want to use. All right. Breathe, Darcy, breathe. Let's start with the piece I need that's that size. Although I might already have something that size. That's why I'm kind of hesitating at the moment. Oh, that's too small. I was like, that would be good for a back. All right. I had a bunch of. All right, I don't want to have to edit this. I'm going to pause for a minute. All right, I have a piece of cardstock here. I'm going to make it prettier. This will be the back, I think. I'm going to taking off the little fancy metallic-y bits on the edges there because I don't want those. But I thought you'd see that it has fancy glittery edges and I'm taking them off. And then the way that I measure without measuring is, and I think I want my lines to go this way. And I think, so it's going to be about that tall and come to right about here, I think, for that way. And then we can stick out a little bit. So right about there, obviously, we got a little issue here. And then I'll just cut that on that line. I'm not worried about the pencil being on the side because it's going to get covered. I do have some already made pieces of collage paper that I could use, but also I have like extra pieces in the all right, it goes this way. Hopefully it fits. It fits. I want it to stick out just a little bit, so it fits. That's good. Let's just go ahead and cover that real fast. Super fast. Okay. You'll see this at the end. Okay. Got some book page, which is nice to have. I've got some. There's pink and green on that page, right? I have Ophelia stuck in my head. Do you have Ophelia stuck in your head? I'm pretty sure you don't want a song stuck in your head, so I'll try not to sing it. I mean, it does not have to match perfectly, but I would like it to be, look nice with this. There is a little bit of turquoise in there, so I'm thinking a little bit of yellow in the flowers and some pink flowers. Yes, I'm overthinking it. I'm aware. I have, oh, here. I got scraps. I knew I had scraps. Where's the piece I'm covering now? I don't know. We'll just set this over to the side and hope for the best. Oh, yeah, a little bit of, oh, that's got a butterfly on the back. Do we care about the butterfly? Oh, no. All right. See, some of these, the pieces that came with the kit are cardstock, and the other pieces are not. And I don't really want cardstock at the moment. So these pieces of cardstock, they're staying in the box. I have some cardstock too. Huh. What box? This box just has. Oh, we had this. Oh shoot. Well, I glued all those down, and now they're just like popping right off. What's up with that? You know, when you're in a hurry, that's when things go awry. You're just like, why? Is this stuff that's supposed to be with this? No, this is basket. I've got common gears for this, even though that's not what all that is. That is all different stuff in there. That was leafy stuff. That's not what I was expecting in the bottom of that. All right, that's something else. That would have been nice to have when I was doing the December leaves. Just saying. Setting that there. So this must have other scraps in here besides. All right, there's scraps. I don't know. What a lot. Just don't know why I have all my 6x6s in there. Well, it was that roses around that. Roses and a couple daisy type things. So I might do, maybe I'll do a daisy on here. This might be kind of a fun one just because, you know, they're starting off their life. They got married in June. This was supposed to be her wedding shower gift. In March or whatever month the baby shower was. And I suck at getting things done. No, it wasn't my fault. This time it was not my fault. Usually it's my fault. But that is right about the time that my pain started, and then I was shortly April was probably when this May was probably I was diagnosed in April with the rheumatoid autoimmune disease. I keep forgetting I have a microphone and I don't need to turn back around. What I need to do is find that. That's just an old piece that I have. That would be all right. My collage papers. That's what I want. Is my I had them a minute ago. They were in my line of sight, and now I have to find them again. You're feeling hectic because I'm so stressed out right now. I apologize. I will try to adjust my attitude and not be so frantic. Found my collage papers. That's a little too much green on that one. Let's see. Medicare and you. That one's still ready to be filled. All right, let me find something that has some colors that will. These are kind of. Oh, that one's not going to work in this journal at all. Neither. Well, yeah, that one maybe. And some. Actually, that might actually work for this. Let's see. If that pink is kind of on there, so I think that doesn't give me a lot. All these little strips are in my way. I know I didn't measure. It's fine. It's fine. Everything's fine. And it doesn't have a back, so I might just go ahead and put the back of this on one of these somewhere. All right. Yeah, go that way. Just gonna cut that off right about there. Actually, I'm gonna glue this. That doesn't match anymore now. That's gonna annoy me. That's all right. We'll just glue this on the back. It's gonna be a journal card, so it needs backing of some sort. And otherwise, we just have this PPI on the back. What is a PPI? It is a printed patient information sheet that comes from whatever medication that, you can use those and collage on those and whatnot. And also, that was my phone, not yours. Just FYI. Let's see. Probably could have cut that down first so I don't waste some of this backing paper, but that's all right. I might use it somewhere at some point. And I guess I could have just backed the whole page, but I don't know what's going to be pockets and what's going to be journal cards. I do want to leave some room in here for her to play though. So I'm not planning to fill every page. But she's going to have like pictures from her first year of marriage and whatnot. I need to cut off a little bit off the end of this. That I know. And even this is painty paper. That is a gel plate printed and a little piece of a check. It's fine. Yeah, I like that. All right, I'm going to cut out this. I'll save you guys the time. You don't have to watch me cut it. It's a little bit big for this card, so I'm just going to kind of just tear down here and across the top here just to, have a little bit less there. I don't want to cut off that flower, though. I mean, it could. It's not that big a deal, but I'm going to cut around that flower and then tear off. There we go. It's all good in the neighborhood. That is green. I don't want green. So we're using whatever. Oh, sorry, I think I hit the microphone. It's still on. Good. Using whatever ink is nearby, basically. Inking is always optional. I tell you guys that all the time. Some people like to ink, some people don't. There's no wrong way to do it. You do what makes you happy. Sometimes with fussy cuts, you just want to ink just so that you can hide any places where you might not have cut all the way, So I might need to glue it. I also worked today, about 4 hours. I know that doesn't seem like a lot to some people, but when you live with chronic pain, 4 hours is a lot. But the end of the month stuff is done, got the taxes paid, and now we're good until I can go away and not worry about it. It's done, it's paid. That makes me happy. That was one of my have-tos that I needed to get done this week. I still have to go pick up a prescription at the new prescription place that I've never been to. I think I'm going to have to call them so I can, because when I look on the map, there's like no signs anywhere that tell us where to go for the pharmacy. There's other signs there that are like, oh, here's the cancer center and here's this, but there's nothing saying where the pharmacy is. And they say they have a curbside pickup. I guess I'll find out on Monday if that's true or not. Where is my corner rounder? Well, we're just gonna have to use this corner rounder because the other one is somewhere on my... It was in the drawer. It was upside down. I couldn't see it because it was upside down. But I did. Why are you getting stuck in there? Probably because I need to clean this out. Probably. Clean your stuff out once in a while. I don't see anything stuck in there, though. Just these little bits. That I'll probably find on my floor everywhere. This is a nice little thing. That, does have a place so they don't end up all over your desk, which is nice. All right. Journal card numero uno for today is done. Usually I like to do permanent ink for my inking, but like I said, we're using what we can find. And yes, I had the vintage photo one the other day. I like to use the coffee one actually, and some people like to frame it out with a color. It's totally, you do what you like. There's no wrong. Oh, glue, 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 glue. So serious? It was just beyond my line of sight. Found it. Sometimes gotta take the cover off. That's super helpful. This is a My Sweet Petunia glue press glue gun, and it is helpful if you have pain in your hands or weakness or both. I have both. My son is cleaning out the dishwasher. That's good. And then we can load the dishwasher and have the counters cleared off for making the cookies. He's making the cheesecake. I'm making cookies. Neither one of us have the energy to do any of that stuff, but we still want to do it. And my husband gets mad. He's like, why do you have to do all the things? Because I like to do. All right, that sticks out a little farther than, but it doesn't stick out beyond the book, so I'm good with that. Okay. Now, moving on. We have another pocket. Got another pocket. This one has a little bit of red in it. What do we have that might have a little pop of red? Or that at least might look good on that page, because I could always do a flower that is red. That has some orange. That's got pinks. That's more neutral. What is that on? Oh, I think this is a cover. Oh, this is a cover for something I haven't made yet. This could too tall for that book. Okay, I was gonna say this has a little bit of pop of red. If I wanted to use a piece of that, maybe not. These are some pieces that are already cut. I don't want a polish piece. That one needs more. Needs more. Needs more. Ooh, that's got a pop of red. But really, the flowers will do the pop of red too. We got pink and brown, which was the first one I saw that I might. This is why having collage pieces is helpful, because you might come across one that does work. You might not. You might just go through all your stuff and be like, well, that was a waste of time. No, it's never a waste of time. You get to see all the stuff you made, which is also fun. Oh, those are book pages. I don't need those. Those are just, you make pages bigger. Oh, this is one of the first ones. That's got red. This is the one I said would not work for this book, but there are pops of red in this book. I keep hitting my microphone. I'm sorry. Ooh, there's something about this grungy piece, though, that I like. But let's see what our flowers look like real quick. That might help. Do we have a tall? Where'd our flowers go? We had flowers. Where'd they go? I have flowers. How about you? They're over to my right. And oh, that's the other red piece I was thinking about. That has some red on it too. All right. The flowers with red. Probably going to be the peony or the rose. I don't like that one with that. Or poppy. That is too wide for that. The roses might be. I moved those to my right, so when I can't find them in a minute, just tell me. But we don't have to have the flowers be red. We just have a little pop of red. That's red there. On something that has something tallish, though. Because we have pink over here. Pinks and a little bit of oranges. I don't hate that rose. All right, let's do that. And I think we'll put it on a piece with that red and pink. You can do red and pink together. Yes, you can. Don't let people tell you otherwise. All my stuff is to my right. I was also thinking, I don't like that one. Okay. So, I think, potentially, I don't know what I did. There's like something on that. And I'll show you how I sometimes cut these out. Because you could tear, or you could go in here, fussy cut, and then just randomly just wiggle the paper. That's sometimes how I do it. It is sometimes how I do it. Because I'm just looking for kind of a raggedy. I was like, are those words upside down? I don't think so. I think they're upside right. That would be annoying to me if I like did some words. All right, first of all, Let's get this whole page out of our way. It's too much. Too much rattling around. So, in my brain, I guess I didn't realize it, but I think I was maybe waiting for some more flower pieces to be able to use on, I wasn't, but you know, I'm glad I have them. That will make this go by fast. This should go a little bit quicker since I have some nice, focal point pieces to use. You need to cut it to about there. And then, I still need my cutter. I don't know why I'm putting it on the floor. And then make sure that it fits in there. And I think we'll cut it. Trying to think if I want that pink. I don't think I want that pink rose. So we're going to cut it right below that little piece. I have that song stuck in my head. I apologize if I start singing it. Fortunately, I'm not such a good singer, and also she's not singing it, so, you know, should not get monetized for it. They'd have to be able to recognize it. And since I can never remember the words to any songs, such as my life. All right, do we want a label or anything? It's kind of cool that that gray is there too, which kind of makes that gray make a little bit of sense. What was I just thinking? A label? Do I want to get that fussy about stuff? I don't know if I do or not. Depends on if my layering bits and labels and whatnot are close by or not. No, I think we're just going to put it on there. All right, I'm going to put it over. I do want something down here. I have to be that way, don't I? Okay. I want to do what's called a triangle. So I have the red up here. And I want to put some red here. And I was trying to figure out how to put red in a third place. So it'll be here, here, and then I'm going to do a little something here that's red. And I think I'm just going to use this stamp with a little bit of red on there. And just kind of come in from the edge there. And that will give us our triangle. I do kind of want to do that in one or two more places. But if I do that, then I won't have a triangle. So, or I could just do what I want. Just do a little bit of red down there too and up there. And it still gives me my triangle without looking like, oh, she just put one stamp on there. That's kind of weird. Okay, that will work. We won't talk about how long it took me to figure that out. Not all ideas happen quickly. I'm trying to just like kind of come down here for an hour and work on this, and then until I have to go, you know, upstairs and make supper and the cookies and all the things. So we'll see. I do have the things that stick on this, but we're just going to see how it does with, I don't think it's going to stick with that. I'm going to add some of this and hope that it stays. If it doesn't, well, at least we have that other red there, so it's still going to be a triangle. Okay. There we go. Nice little wax seal down there. So there is that. I do want to do my corners. Oh, sorry. I keep hitting my neck itches. And so every time I go to scratch my neck, I hit the microphone. So sorry about that. What you gonna do? Well, I could stop hitting the microphone. That'd be good. And then we'll see how this looks in the pocket. You do not have to do pocket by pocket. I know that Gail Augustinelli has stuff made in ahead of time and then goes through and fills pockets. And sometimes I do that, but I don't. I'm usually a little more eclectic than this. This is kind of more of a theme with a color palette and everything. I don't always do a color palette because that just feels restraining sometimes. All right, let's hope this will fit in the pocket. With the, yep, it does, yay. So there we go, we got that red little pail and some red up there. And There are pops of red throughout the journal. I think we're good there. This card, we need something. I would like something to need. There's a daisy on there. We've already used a daisy. What do we want to do? Let's get turquoise. We've used a rose. Let's try to get the flowers throughout. There's little, how about, I think that will look good on this page. Okay, let's do that. And not to rip the piece next to it would be good. All right, I could use my ruler. I have a deckled edge ruler. I also have that was me, not you. Probably a reminder for the Christmas party tomorrow. Which is why I'm trying to get this done, because I will see my niece at the Christmas party tomorrow. The family Christmas party. You know, in case you couldn't understand what I said the last time. So you would have seen yesterday would have been the video where I made the ornaments, which I'm bringing gel plate prints and, well, you know, I don't know if I can do all those circles. I'm going to bring gel plate prints and then they can cut the circles. I think I'm going to help myself and do that. I think that might help just a little bit. And they are going to get to make some ornaments too. I got to remember to bring my glue. Of course, that'll be over by the time you see this. Just going straight across there. And I'm going to tear up to that label. I didn't do labels on all of them. If you ever wanted to add a label behind one of the flowers, you just kind of cut a little line around where, you know, so you could tuck it in there. I've done it before on something. Going a little bit more. I'm going to tear up. Then I'm going to fussy cut around this. It's still easier. I mean, you don't have to cut inside the little lines. And I'm going to come down there a little bit. And tear. These flowers are in my shop. I will link it below. It goes this way. And I finally got them done. So if you're seeing that they're done, they're done. I've used them once or twice without having them done. And I always feel it. So I decided then, since I didn't have all the flowers in there, I would just do a few volumes. And so if you're waiting on the freesias and the carnations and whatnot, they should be in the next. Whatever you don't see in a flower in this set will probably be in the next set. And I'm just going to glue that on. Easy peasy, lemon squeezy. I usually have something under here so I don't get glue all over my surface, but you know. I'm just going to come. And I just used a lot of the strips to make these pieces. And then I think I did it on like, oh yeah, I had some dyed, what is that? Index cards. And so yeah, then that's ready to go on there. All right, we have a pocket here. Do you want to just kind of stick this painty one in here? That can work. Except I probably want that on that side. Then we just need to find something to put on it. And that one, I might actually do a stamp. Yeah. Because I do have my botanical stamps here too. And I wanted to be sure to use some of my designs of stamps. I thought you might like that. All right, mine are in the top drawer. Do you want to do a patch flower? That's actually the perfect size for that. Let's go ahead and fingers crossed. Black, 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 black. I had black yesterday. Am I going to be able to find black today? Probably not. What's in here? What's in your wallet? What's this? Orange. No, I don't want orange. I have cobalt. No, I don't want cobalt. You guys hear me? I want black. Or really dark brown could work. I could drop stuff too. Oh my goodness. Why is this so hard? Because my room, I need to clean. I know I do. And sometimes I just need to look a little further out. And there it is. This is watercolor paper. So fingers crossed that it will Okay, let's do that again. Get a little more ink on there this time. Fingers crossed that it will get on there smoothly. Right, pressing with purpose, but not like pressing down super hard. Also, kind of leaving it on there a minute because it needs to get into the little nooks and crannies of the watercolor paper. And if it doesn't work, well, we'll just put something on top of it. If you're really worried, you could always stamp on tissue and then glue it down. It did all right. We're missing a little bit in the middle here. Just a little bit, but I think it'll be fine. Or I could find a black pen or marker or something. I do have thin. Where's my pen? What's this one? Is this one nice and thin? Yes. Okay. So just a little bit of glue on the paper there. That's my phone, not yours. I've not put it on Do Not Disturb. Sorry. I don't usually get many emails and messages much, but all right. And I'm just going to leave it like that. I'm not going to color it. If she wants to color it, she can color it. But, you know, leaving that up to her. I am going to make it a tag shape. That's my email again. Of course, if you don't have that sound, then you know it's not yours. But if you do, sorry. What am I going to do? I don't often put like tabs and stuff on top of my journal cards. And also, we're trying to get things done fairly quickly. So I'm not going to worry too much about it. And I'm just kind of making that a little less white. Just bringing the ink on over to that. And there we go. Another tag ready to go. And oh, we got glue on. Why is there glue on there? I don't know. All right. And I could put something decorative on there, but I'm not going to. All right. Got a place for a pocket here. And we have a pocket, side pocket over here. Kind of. Do we? Oh, it's a top. All right. It's a top pocket, but I made it so that whatever tag goes in there will stick out on the bottom there. All right. We have a lot of pink. Pink. There it is. All right. How about this one to about right there, I think. And then find another piece. All right, so this is too wide. It's too wide. I really wanted to have some of that on there though, but I don't want to cut off much of the we'll cut off a little bit of those pink flowers, but not much, just a little bit, and then I don't know what I'll do. See if that probably could have done less of the pink flowers cut off. That's all right. Man, oh man. No, cut off more of that than I would have liked to. But I want it to go into the pocket easily, not difficultly. I'm probably going to cut off a tiny bit more. Or make her... Yep, just going to cut... I guess we're just going to cut off that thing that I wanted to keep. It's fine. It's fine. Everything's fine. It'll still look fine. And it... Oh my goodness. Okay. There we go. Yeah, see, it sticks out the bottom there a little bit. That as far down as it goes. So, oops. So my options are to either cut off this part. I might, because it's a little bit busy up there anyway. Okay. There we go. There we go. There we go. Making it a tag shape. Hopefully the next set of flowers will have some more tall ones. I needed to do some tall ones in this one, but I don't know that I did. I just was doing whatever I could find. I know that I had downloaded some taller flowers. So, sometimes you need tall, like on this. So, be looking for taller flowers in the future. Future. Those are not tall. Oops. We have an iris that is tall-ish. Dude, that one will be fine. That'll work perfectly fine. I think that's one of the tallest ones in there. Oh. So I'm just gonna. This was like the edge of a book spine that about orchids, and I was just like, that's kind of cool as a background. So yeah, I'm just kind of a little raggedy edge there. Why not? An interesting color, and just gonna put that right there to the side, just a little bit. Still have that little bit of pink showing over there. Oh my goodness, dropping stuff. You know, when you want things to go quickly, you just end up dropping stuff. Things never go quickly when you want them or need them to go quickly. Just saying. That has been my experience. I don't know. Oh, that's my old one. I don't know about you, but that has been my experience. Now, if I end up with a very tall one and I don't have a stamp or a piece, yeah, I'm being lazy now. I'm not adding anything else. That's it. That's all I'm adding. I could do the European punch at the top. That might be nice. You know, let's do it. European tag punch. I believe that is in my favorite products in my Amazon shop. I do have an Amazon affiliate link. I'm trying to put them as a pinned post so they're easy to find. They'll also hopefully be in my. Does that feel weird? Oh look. Oh my goodness. In my description box. Why are words so freaking hard? You know, we're just gonna hope that's in the middle and not stress about it if it's not. And find the. See, when I have a big space up there, I like to use the European tag punch. I know it was pricey, but I've used it. So I should probably put that back in the drawer so I can find it again when I want to use it. Now, something over here. This is a tuck spot, which means it can be tall. It can be tall. It can be short. It can see, and then we would have that. I think I might. No, I don't want that one. You want this bright one? A little bit of. Let's just go ahead and cut it. My son does not know that I'm recording, so he's upstairs talking, but that's okay. All right, I placed this so that this line here, I didn't have that straight line. So, although that means now I have this space over here, which is going to probably bug me a little bit. There, it's a little bit better. I might find something to put there. I was thinking about putting this S here. Just because it's something I could find. That would be the first letter of her maiden last name. Now she has a new last name. What do I want? Do I want to put anything here? I already have a number. If I had a word or something, then I would. Or I could. I don't have a word. I don't know where any of my words are. I mean, other than like a number here and there. I could put fragile across there. Do we? I mean, just to cover that. But then it covers the S. Okay, so no, not that. All right. Anyway, that's that for now. That one's done. All right. This is why having some collage, masterboard collages in your stuff is really good. My son keeps coming in and talking to me. How are we on time? Okay, we still got a little bit more time according to. No, we don't. All right. I just hit the mic again. Is the mic still on? Mic's still on. Okay. I thought this might be nice on here. And then I cut this leaf up here so that it could be on top of the fragile. I thought that would be cute because this is a lot of turquoise back here. So I'm going to go ahead and put some glue on that leaf and get it where I want it. As far as the fragile sign goes, oh my word. Just press that down and then glue the rest on here. I just moved it. Of course I did. If you don't want to get glue on your stuff, don't glue on your stuff. I'm taking a chance. So, and come in with some other glue if you need to get your edges because we're too afraid of getting glue on stuff. I think this one's almost out. So yeah, I already had, I think I might be more done with this journal than I thought as far as having it filled up. Because like I said, I want to leave a lot of space for her to be able to add her own stuff. And because I used this once, I probably will use it in a few more places as well, but not necessarily in the red. And now I can use I need a tag to go back here. And I keep saying and over and over again. This might be cute back there. Add a little bit of the pink because it's a very blue page. So I think come in with that. That's just a piece from the kit that I used, which is one of the Stamperia ones. And put a tiny bit off the bottom just because then it will be a little more straight. That is the way. There's little clouds down there. I'm just a little black raining cloud hovering over your honey tree. All right, I'm going to make it a tag again. And ink my edges, ink it up. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Ink it up. Am I a little bit less stressed now? I don't know. Fine. My husband called. He's like, are these chips? Because I forgot to pick up chips. Of course I forgot because we're bringing chips and dessert. And I was at the store today thinking about, easy stuff for supper and then totally forgot to get chips. So that kind of annoyed me. All right, we have hydrangea on there. No, I don't want those. We already have a hydrangea. Oh, we haven't done any poppies yet. Any of these poppies gonna work on here? I mean, that's a little bit of pink and green. I think that one could work though. Potentially. Sure, why not? Because it's got this blue, which is that blue. So that works nicely. Sometimes we might even cut the whole thing out. Just cut it like that's what it was supposed to do. That's why they're easy fussy cuts. Because this is what you can use a ruler to do this too. Although, and you don't have to keep those leaves that are hanging off. You can cut those off. I like to keep them, but hey, there's another one with a little bit of a label. Not label, it's like stone or something. I don't know. I have a few of them in my arsenal in my computer. Oh my goodness. Hopefully, we'll see somebody use these on their channel, these flowers. She said she liked them. But she said she loved them. And I was like, oh, I'm so glad. All right. I think it looks nice. Okay, there we go. A little inking. Ink it. Just ink it. All right. Okay, getting all the way to the edge would make my life easier in the long run. Pink and yellow are nice together. All right, I think that works nicely. Is it on there straight? Straight-ish. I like the text up there, so I'm just gonna leave that like that. All right, and the next, there's nothing on that page. We have this on this page, a little sticker on there. We have a pocket here, so I'm going to need a piece to go in the pocket. We do have red over here, so having something with some red on it is not a bad thing. But I think I will cut it right below that so that we don't have just like a tiny bit of that paper showing at the top. And I could make this one a journal card instead of a tag this time. So I'm just going to round my edges. There we go. And ink it, just ink it. You can even think while you ink it. Inking and thinking all the day long. Adding a flower. Goes this way. I mean, T's can go upstairs, upside down, but I really don't want them to. That's too big. There is some orange over there. That. I'm thinking. No, that's not what I want. We do have the yellow over there. We haven't done roses in a while. Oh, we don't think, have we done any? Oh, we did do one. Okay. I want something tall. I think I'm going to use that. I'm going to use these sunflowers, because why not? I don't even care that some of the green is coming off on there. That's fine. And then we rip, and then we cut, and then we rip, and then we cut. That's just how we do it. And then sometimes we don't worry about these little things hanging off the side there because it's just can't be bothered. Oops. Although that little blue bit, I would cutting that off to get it out of my face. Let's see, cutting that, and then come around here, and cutting here and there. You don't have to get all like this like I do. You could just rip right up the side if you didn't care about saving those little bits. Apparently I do care. Gonna come across here though. Closer I can get that to the edge, the less. Let's see, that is ripped kind of in like that and then out like that. It's fine. There we go. And ink it. Just ink it. It's one way to kind of make these pieces your own. To rip them or cut them however you like. Well, so much for having that red on there. It doesn't even show, but that's all right. And if I wasn't in such a hurry, I might bring in some more stamping here and there. All right, I want to cover that line there. That's the only reason it's going in the middle because but it doesn't feel in the middle because of this piece over here. So it feels not quite so in the middle. There we go. There we go. There we go. I think this is I don't know. Does that have? There's two pockets here. So there's this pocket, which is the envelope. Kind of a pain. I don't know. Why did I think that was a good idea? It would be better if I'm just going to make that back part the pocket. We're not going to worry about that front part because I just don't want to, because of these sharp edges, it makes it harder to get in and out of that pocket. If she wants to put something in there, she can. She might want to hide something in there. No one ever is going to be able to put it back in, so they might never take it out. Okay. Then we have this. I don't remember his last name. How bad is that? All right, so L and J, those are their initials. I made this during a live stream, I think, but it could use some pockets. Red roses for love. Really? I don't know. I wish I knew their favorite color. We do a blue rose for him. Or some irises. I don't have, is there any purple in this journal? I don't know. I felt like there was like a little bit of purple here and there, but I don't, yeah, like that tiniest bit. It's almost maroon. So I don't really want to use purple, I don't think. All right, let's find, could even just something super simple. Oh, that would show up more on this side. Just put a piece in there like that, and that could then, I do want to leave some blank because they might want to. Oh, and then this is kind of just a really cool envelope. I think I might put that in there. Also, it has, no, that's not the one with the airplane. Where's the one with the airplane? I wanted to put this one in here because her brother's in the Air Force. It might be too tall for this page. It is too tall for that page. Look at this wheelbarrow summer. Not working for me. Let's see. This apparently I got stuff all kinds of. These are little things that go in the garden. I don't want to deal with that right now. I'm like, what is? It didn't say. I was like, does it say anywhere on here what his last name is? No. Oh, yeah, okay. His last name starts with a P. That's what it is. Okay, let's see. Just a lot of hemming and hawing, and what have we got? Oh, okay. This might be, whoops, just a little something just to stick on each side here. This one might be a little bit too wide. Cut that down a little bit. Just, also it's crooked. I mean, I don't have a problem with crooked, but, you know. I do have a problem if it doesn't fit in the pocket. That's where I have a problem. They both like music. So anything with music is good. I'm just going to stick those in there and they can add to it. And then here is another pocket tuck spot kind of a deal, huh? Let's see. How much of that would I have to cut off for it to fit in there? It's too wide for the book completely, really. I'd have to cut it down anyway, but Oops, that's not where we are. We're back here. Come on, book. Pay attention. Well, that was just a fail on that. Let's see. Thinking about using that button for a closure. What if we just take a painty paper? We haven't done a stamp in a little while, right? How wide can we make this? Not super wide. This pocket only goes to there. So I need to cut off a little bit. And I might just leave it torn on top. So that's something I do. She might as well know that that's an option. You can just leave stuff torn if you want to. And find a stamp. Should we do a zinnia? Or where's the rose? I don't know where the rose is. Oh, there we go. There's the rose. Is it? I think it'll fit. All right, let's go ahead and do that. What color? There's, I wonder if brown. Brown? Or do we want to do this? Or green? Would we do a green flower? No. What about a teal flower? Why not? Green, teal? I had the teal earlier. Yeah, don't know where that. We're just going to do black because that might be a color we can find. So, yep, we're just going to stamp on it. Oh my goodness. Stamp a stamp. I just want to make sure it's going to be mostly okay. And then if she asks, I can say, that's one of my stamp designs. I think it kind of goes this way. Kind of, sort of. I don't like putting things directly in the middle. And if she wanted to, she could totally just write all over that. There we go. Just a stamp on a painty paper. Works for me. Okay, and how are we doing? Oh, I got another pocket. Of course I do. But it's already a collage pocket. So for the collage pockets, I don't mind having like just like a painty piece or something. What is this? Well, that's just a pocket. But I could use the paper. That's kind of fun. This was a notebook that I got. It's kind of like a smash book maybe or something, or just a pretty notebook. It had pretty paper in it. That made it worth getting at the store, at the thrift stores. I was like, I could use that. That would be cute. She could write on the back. I need to cut it down a little bit anyway, so we will cut it where the glue is, and then that will be fine. And we have a lot of straight edges on there, so let's see. I do want to cut it off a little bit more. I'm going to cut off a little bit at the bottom and a little bit on the edge. I kind of want most of that rose coming in though, because I want it to look good in the pocket behind and then the other pieces can frame it out, you know? I want it to go any low. Oh yeah, it does go. Oh, I didn't realize it would do that. No, I want it there. But that's where I want it. So now we got a belly band. And then boy coming back to talk to me. All right, so we've got this piece here. I'm going to cut it down. Cut it down to, I think there was. And I need to have it not be taller than the page. I think about there might work, give or take. Then I need to decide if I want it to be yeah, that works. If I want it to be, I think I like the red at the bottom better though. I mean, I could even just leave it plain and then she can, if it will stay, I need the papers to stay on there. And then she can add a picture on there. So yeah, I want to leave some tags blank in here for her to add pictures and whatnot. Of course, it would be nice if the papers would stay stuck to the page. That would be super helpful. Oh my goodness, I can feel it cracking every time I do something with it. I mean, it would look better if I put a picture on there, but that's good for now. All right, so with that pink, there we go, blank page, big pocket. Big pocket, lots of room. I don't suppose that will fit in there now. This would be nice hanging off a page somewhere though, what I was thinking. Because then you could flip it out and have it as a, oh, I don't like it on that though. Let's see, where do we like it? Where? See, go back. Now we're back. This sticking. Oh, there's something sticky over here, and now it's causing issues over there. Not very happy about that. All right. I don't want to lose you don't know what I'm trying to say. My brain. Okay, there's too much stuff back there. All right. Let's find a page a little bit more empty. That's also a pocket. I don't like the yellow against that. Another belly band. And okay, we got something in that little pocket, so that's good. How about Nope, there's a pocket on the other side. Why do I have so many pockets in here? Good question, lady. Nope, I don't like that. Maybe this is not going to go in there. Maybe I'll alter it at some point and change the color up. Actually, it's okay there, maybe? It covers up most of that pink. I don't like it with that pink. All right. I could do this. That could be kind of fun. All right. I'm going to make this, because just what I need, another pocket. Make it a side pocket. I'm going to make it not a, I'm going to do extra glue on the edge, top and bottom, just because. So it'll be a little tuck spot there on the side and a place to put memories, pictures, whatever in the pocket. I lost it. There it is. There we go. Okay. Gives her some ideas of what she can do too. All right. Pocket. Pocket. Just pocket. Got a lot of pockets. Pockets. Enjoy life. I've got all these 6x6s. Nope, don't want that. Which, you know, height-wise are good for ocean. Doesn't really go. Okay, no ocean. That's just brown. Actually, there is some brown on there, so that could work. And then there's like writing space on the back. So I think what I want to do with that is just I think I want to just fold it, maybe, so we don't have to lose any of the writing on the back. And I'm just going to stick that in there like so. She says, except for she needed to fold it a little bit further. I don't want to cut off the butterflies, but also I don't want to have more than one fold mark in there. I'm gonna slice that a little bit there. Ooh, actually, cute like that too, even maybe. We'll just do this. Okay, butterflies go that way. Butterflies in the sky. I think they're coming out with a new reading rainbow. Did you guys see that? Michael, the librarian guy, is going to be the new host. He's such a sweetheart. Such a sweetheart. Okay, that's got nothing on it, but that's okay. We're leaving some of these blank for her to add her own thing. All right, that's where we were, right? Okay. Got some in that pocket. Okay, that's where we were, putting stuff in that pocket. That makes total sense. And we have this pocket. This pocket down on the phone. What is this? I don't know why that's folded like that, but I might just put that in there as a secondary piece. I'm just going to trim it. I don't know what my plan was for that, but it's going to stick in here for now, and something else behind it. Like what, lady? What you planning on doing there? I don't know. What are you planning on doing? I don't know. What colors do we have? Pinks and greens. That's not even covered. Okay. Well, let's come back to our that piece might work. Pinks and greens. That's okay. Oh, thank God. Oh, see, that's a nice dot. I should put a couple of those in there for something. Okay, pink and green. There we go. Let's see if that works. This top bit might be fun. Hubby's home. All right, we're gonna go right about there. All right, I'm gonna pause and I'll cut this and I'll be right back. All right, and that is it for today. That's what I ended up putting on that. I still need to ink it and maybe around the edges. I'm not sure, but that's will go in there. And I will finish this in another video, and then we'll have the flip through, and then that will be done. I hope you all have a delightful day. Love you. Bye.